Greetings once again to my fellow watch enthusiasts on Facebook and YouTube and wherever else this video is being seen. I come to you with another unboxing. Pardon me. This will be, of course, a watch from an old and familiar friend. And it just arrived this morning. And it is Zelos. Y'all could have predicted that, I bet. Oh, and this one's a little different. This one comes in a black... No, I'm sorry, that's just the outer sleeve. Oh, but it is a different box. Not the pine box that we're used to, but that new dark wood that Elshin seems to be enjoying using. And he even sent me an extra band. He remembered. I asked him if I could get this watch with a one of those soft leather bands. Let's see. And he remembered to send me the Horween. Horween? Somebody will tell me how I'm mispronouncing that, and I'm okay with that. But there's an extra band to play with. But now we have to struggle on camera to get this thing out of its outer sleeve. Mercy. There we go. It's out. And we'll put it over there. So, another Zelos. You get the idea that I like this company and the stuff they're making? I mean, I'm all about the presentation. That's the box itself is worth the price of admission. So, you know, I mean, I've got watches where the presentation was meh. Yeah, spelled M-E-H, meh. But never fails to make me happy just opening up something with a big Z on it. And let's see, this will be number 7? Yeah, number 7 that I own. And we open the box up. And we've got the familiar roll. So, nothing else in the box. We'll put that over there. Being careful not to crush my watch strap. So, this is one of their buckle ones. So, let's undo the buckle. Oh, before I do that, got to put my disclaimer on there because y'all need to hear it. Once again, all watches that I show on my channel, past and present, this one, are purchased with my money. Nothing is given to me, well, except for this strap, but that's not going to sway my opinion one way or the other. If I find out, however unlikely it is, that this watch is crap, I'll tell you. This watch will not be crap. But watches are all bought with my money, so they're mine when all is said and done. So nobody is asking me to say anything or not say anything. So my opinions are straight, mine, and honest. Now that we got that out of the way, let's unroll my kit here. So, what do we got? Well, the old familiar things, I'm sure. We have a Zelos card. And I think it's upside down, but the writing is right side up. So, no, it is right side. It's just serial number, date, seller. Seller is Zelos. Purchase was February of 2018, which is accurate even though today is March 2nd, 2018. And as promised, I got a low serial number. 004. I think out of 100. I'll check that. I'm pretty sure it's out of 100. And here we have the Zelos brown leather band, which I still love these. I mean, I have 3 other Hammerheads. Oh, I just gave it away, didn't I? Well, whatever. 3 other Hammerheads. 2 of them have this band on it, which is genuine leather, which is upside down, genuine leather. And they're very comfortable after about a 10-minute, playing with it kind of thing. My stainless steel Hammerhead is using the canvas strap with the leather backing, and I like that one too. That one didn't require nearly the break-in period. And I've got the watch tool, which always works itself loose, but got a bunch of these. I have one that I really enjoy using. It's a little bit bigger fork end than this one, but I have one of these in my toolkit as well because it's good for the small stuff. So, preliminaries out of the way. What do we got? Well, I gave it away. We've got another Hammerhead. But this one has a twist, and it says my name and my order number. And that's pronounced Dane. D-A-N-E. Dane. Don't get it twisted. I spend my entire life correcting people for a simple 4-letter word. So, we'll put that back as best we can. And put this aside so we can concentrate fully on my new Hammerhead with the black silicone strap, which I'll change offline almost immediately. So, another Hammerhead, you say. Why would you do that, you say? Well, that's a good question. Let me endeavor to answer that. Let me first twist this out of the way and move that hand, and you can see it is a hackable movement because I'm setting time. It is not 9 o'clock here, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now, why did I buy this watch? Well, that little number down on the bottom that says it says 688. I'm not sure what that letter is. Hang on. Don't go away. M. You guys could probably see that better than I could until I use my jeweler's loupe because my eyesight's bad. 688M. What does that mean, you ask? I'll explain. It's a good question. Part of the explanation is on the back. A submarine, as you might see, instead of a hammerhead shark. And this submarine is doing an emergency blow and appearing out of the water in a nose-up position. Anyone who watched, say, what was that movie? Tom Clancy movie, Hunt for Red October. Remember that one of the submarines, I think it was Dallas, blew out of the water like that. And Dallas was a attack sub, and a Los Angeles class attack sub. And you can see my serial number, 4 out of 100. So why is this watch so special? Why does it get the submarine engraving on the back instead of a hammerhead shark? Well, very simple. Elshin was contacted by someone who was a former crew member of a Los Angeles class attack sub that was being decommissioned, has been decommissioned and was being broken up. And he was given, now this story comes secondhand, so if I get the details wrong, I'm sure Elshin will correct me. He got, the gentleman who was part of the decommissioning team was also a former crew member of one of these submarines and was given a piece of steel from the sub. Now, whether it's radioactive or not is probably a source of debate, but I'm figuring not. Um, and according to the information on Zelos.com website, because Elshin couldn't give the name of the exact sub for reasons known to him, but I can. It was, according to the information on the website, cross-referenced with some information off of the internet. It was the USS Los Angeles, the lead ship of the Los Angeles class American attack submarine class, which is since retired in the case of this submarine. This sub existed from 1976 to 2011 when it was decommissioned, and from that point on it was sent to the breakers and has, I believe, since been broken up for scrap. And part of the hull resides right here in my hand. I'm holding a piece of U.S. naval history. And being a big fan and supporter of our fine men and women of the U.S. military, and especially a fan of the silent service and the sacrifices they engage in, especially in maintaining my freedoms, I felt it very important that I got a hold of one of these, and Elshin was kind enough to get me one of the first ones. Now, I wrote some facts down here. It is a Los Angeles class, USS Los Angeles, piece of steel, watch face, in a Hammerhead brass casing, CUSN 8 marine bronze. It has a sapphire crystal, as you can see, a domed sapphire crystal. It is a standard 44 millimeter case, 14.5 millimeter thick, a 22 millimeter lug space, and 49 millimeter lug to lug. So, and it is 1,000 meter depth waterproof, water resistant rating with the Seiko NA35 automatic movement. So, in that case, it's not really much different than any of the other Hammerheads out there. I love the Hammerheads and the other bronze watches that Zelos makes, because no matter how many of these you have, they will all look unique because of the patina that this will develop eventually. Has a combination, of course, of polished and brushed finish with the loom signed crown, the loom signed 120 click bezel, which operates very smoothly and is, of course, as high quality as everything else I own from Zelos. And you can see another unique piece to this watch is the engraved profile of a Los Angeles class attack submarine. You just gotta love this. I mean, the meteorite face, and I own several meteorite face Zelos watches, a Hammerhead and a Visionary and a Helmsman too. You know, they're great. They're unique. Even though they're all meteorites, they all look different because they're all different cuts of the meteorite. But, you know, to be able to get a piece of U.S. naval history, man, nobody else can say that. Come on. You gotta love that. Nobody is going to be able to say, I have a watch made from the piece of the lead ship of the most famous nuclear attack submarine class in the world. Nobody. So, gotta applaud Elshin for getting that. I mean, that to me is a coup. That to me is a fantastic get. And the engraving is just beautiful. just, what can I say, Elshin? I mean, you make great stuff, and I already know I'm buying a couple more watches from you. I got the campaign watch on order, and I know you and I have talked about a couple other watches. So I'm going to fill up watch boxes full of these things. It's a beautiful watch. And as soon as I finish filming this and editing and posting, it's going to be on my wrist. Well, I'll put it on my wrist now. I always seem to do that. Pick that up from Devore. Shout out to my man Devore. He's been putting up some great videos. Like, you got to go find this guy's channel. He's putting up some great watches. And he's tempting me to buy every one of them, but I'm not going to buy every one, just most of them. So that fits my wrist very nicely. And, you know, the rubber band doesn't feel too bad, but, you know, I'll be changing it out. And, of course, the big, hunky bronze buckle. Ain't no way that thing's coming loose. Beautiful watch. What can I say? I can't say any more about it. You got the specs, you got the reason for it being made, and you got the fact that I love it. So really nothing more to say except I appreciate everyone stopping by to look at it. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe if you'd like. I do unboxing videos as often as I can, as often as they show up. Subscribe or not, like, subscribe, comment. I respond to every comment, even if it's a negative comment. There's a guy that responded to my video of my fly tech, didn't like a couple of things about it. I explained myself, and I think we came to an accord on that, but I respond to the negative stuff too. The nasty stuff I'll delete, but you know, just if you got a comment that's like, you should have done this, or, you know, you could have done this better, or whatever, you know, I'll leave them up. I'll respond to them. So, thank you for stopping by, as I said, and I will see you on the next video.